Something tells me that when people think of basketball, they don't think of brawls in the middle of the court. Well, unless they're talking about someone like Ron Artest, of course. Hey there everyone, this is Ray Carcillo with Classic Game Room, and today we're looking at HOOPWORLD, available for download now on the Nintendo Wii from Virtual Toys. HOOPWORLD is a classic 3-on-3 arcade-style basketball game reminiscent of games like NBA Jam, but with a few interesting twists that add both new levels of fun and challenge to the genre. Aside from your standard basketball rules, HOOPWORLD adds power-ups, fisticuffs, and a 4-point shot for anything beyond half-court. These unusual rules fit well into the arcade style of play, and will have you performing judo chops and spinning kicks just as often as slam dunks. In fact, sometimes you'll be more concerned with just beating the snot out of each other to the point where you might forget there's still a basketball game to play. To help beat up one another, the game has 8 power-ups that appear on the court in glowing question mark boxes, very similar to those found on a Mario Kart track. From the golden ball that is worth 5 points if you can make it in, to shooting accuracy and punching strength boosts, these power-ups can turn the tide of the game quickly if used wisely. The game starts by having you select a team, all of whom have different themes. From the all-girls team that make you think they were picked from Venice Beach, to the outcast goth kids, to the team that looks like they just came back from Safari, I'm sure there are teams that'll fit everyone's tastes. I personally like the all-girls team. I have my reasons. Anyway, from there you then select one of 3 modes: Quick Match, Tournament, or Survival. Quick Match is your standard exhibition mode, where you can play one match either against a CPU or a friend locally. Unfortunately, there is no online play to HOOPWORLD, although it does feature online leaderboards for your scores in survival mode. Speaking of survival mode, it's basically what it says. You keep playing against all the teams available in the game until you lose. As you continue to progress, you get points for how many matches you win, how many opposing players you knock out, and how many slam dunks you have. The bread and butter of this game, though, is the tournament mode. With 4 difficulty levels, beating the tournament mode will allow you to unlock extra teams and even more exotic courts besides the volcano, beach, and Greek island that you start off with. Although a very fun concept, there are a couple of problems with HOOPWORLD. The controls sometimes act up, due to passing and shooting both relying on flailing around with your Wiimote, and the game will sometimes confuse the two. It's also hard sometimes to tell exactly where a loose ball is on the very colorful courts, as the orange ball has a tendency to blend into the background too much. The game is very colorful though, and works well on the Wii, and has a nice, although repetitive soundtrack. In the end, iffy controls and lackluster peripherals can't detract from the fact that HOOPWORLD is a very fun, if simple, game.